This is John Paul Rye. I'm coming to you from Tokyo, Japan. Got an article here that says Ellen DeGeneres Show Workplace Under Investigation by WarnerMedia. The Ellen DeGeneres Show has become the subject of an internal investigation by WarnerMedia following numerous accounts of workplace problems on the long-running daytime series Variety has learned. And if you guys didn't hear, Ellen has been accused of being this really nasty person by various sources. Dozens of people on Twitter and from her workplace coming out with stories saying she's just outright nasty. Now, are they all true? Probably not, but I'm going to have to take a guess that some of them are true. And now we've got this. Let's keep going. Executives from show producer Telepictures and distributor WarnerBros Television sent a memo to staffers last week saying they have engaged WBTV owner WarnerMedia's employee relations group and a third-party firm who will interview current and former staffers about their experiences on set, said sources. And a lot of those people from the staff came out and said they had a bad experience. So we'll probably get similar results to that. A WarnerBros television spokesperson declined to comment on the matter. A rep for the Ellen DeGeneres Show did not immediately respond to Variety's request for comment. The memo comes on the heels of recent unflattering reports about working conditions at the show. In April, Variety reported on the treatment of legacy crew members during the coronavirus lockdown. And apparently, Ellen filmed something from her house. She didn't give the work to crew members who had been working there for decades. They got pretty irritated, and it got out. And that's a fact. That happened, so that is definitely not a good thing. In mid-July, BuzzFeed published a report alleging racism and intimidation on the show. The memo came from the desks of Telepictures Executive Vice President Donna Reeder Links and WBTV Vice President of Human Resources Donna Hancock Husband. Is that her actual last name, Husband? I can't say I've ever heard that before, but alright. In April, Variety reported about distress and outrage among DeGeneres' production crew who were subjected to poor communication and told to expect reduced compensation during initial coronavirus shutdowns, even as the series hired non-union crews to mount a quarantine production from the host's Los Angeles home. The crew was restored to full pay prior to publication of Variety's report. So I guess after some people complained, it got out to the masses. You know, Ellen was like, okay, I better pay them or people are going to think I'm a mean person, which a lot of people do now. So let me read the part about the racist remarks, which is on my thumbnail, so I should get to that. BuzzFeed's story contained a spectrum of accused racist behavior, from microaggressions to jokes about mistaking two black female employees with the same hairstyle, as well as criticism of statements allegedly made to another staffer by executive producer Ed Glavin. Glavin and fellow executive producers Andy Lassner and Mary Conley addressed the allegations in a joint statement to BuzzFeed. So, they of course give the same old statement, we're so sorry if this happened, we're sorry our employees had a negative experience, something like that. If it made the employees uncomfortable and they took it as racist, well, that doesn't sound so good for the Ellen staff with all this going on right now in the world. And on top of everything that Ellen has, accusations of being mean, the debacle with the paychecks, this investigation, it makes the racism look more legit. So if you call someone out for being a racist out of the blue, out of nowhere, well, who knows? That's got to be proved. I believe in evidence. But if you call out someone being racist who's also being called out for other multiple things, well, that makes your case look a little bit better. So we'll see what happens. I will look forward to the investigation. I have a feeling it might not go so well for Ellen. You guys, let me know what you think down below. Doing shoutouts, special thanks, things like that. Apologies, shoutouts will come in August. I just can't get to them with this slideshow format right now, but they will happen, I promise. Anyway, if you're not subscribed here, consider it. Doing Depth First Heard, pop culture, stuff like that. If you don't subscribe, well, I'll be pretty sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.